Recorded Books and One Click Digital present How to Be Both by Ali Smith, narrated by John Banks.
This novel is comprised of two narratives, Eyes and Camera. The print versions of this novel are intentionally printed in two different ways, so that readers can randomly have different experiences reading the same text. In half of all printed editions of the novel, the narrative Eyes comes before Camera. In the other half of printed editions, the narrative Camera precedes Eyes. The narratives are exactly the same in both versions, just in a different order. For this audio version, feel free to start with whichever narrative you wish.
Camera. For Frances Arthur and everyone who made her. To keep in mind Sheila Hamilton, walking work of art, and for Sarah Wood, artist. Et ricordare supplicando a quella che io sonto Francesco del Cossa, il quale ha solo fatto quili tre campi verso l'anticamera. Francesco del Cossa. Green spirit seeking life, where only drought and desolation sting. Spark that says that everything begins when everything seems charcoal. Eugenio Montale, Jonathan Galassi. Je rêvais que sur un grand mur blanc, je lisais mon testament. Sylvie Vartan. Although the living is subject to the ruin of the time, the process of decay is at the same time a process of crystallization, that in the depth of the sea into which sinks and is dissolved what once was alive, some things suffer a sea change and survive in new crystallized forms and shapes that remain immune to the elements, as though they waited only for the pearl diver who one day will come down to them and bring them up into the world of the living. Hannah Arendt. Just like a character in a novel, he disappeared suddenly, without leaving the slightest trace behind. Giorgio Bassani, Jamie McKendrick. Camera. 1. Consider this moral conundrum for a moment. George's mother says to George, who's sitting in the front passenger seat, said, George's mother is dead. What moral conundrum? George says. The passenger seat in the higher...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?